Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Domwork, man. And look, now the build that I got for y'all today, I've been wanting to make this build for a long time. And if you follow the channel, you know that the mid-range is the foundation of my playstyle. But so far, most of the builds that I made with a super high midi have been taller guards or power forwards. And I enjoy them builds and I have a lot of fun playing on them. But at the end of the day, I still prefer the smaller guards. So I wanted to create a super elite mid-range shot creator type of guard build, but at the same time, y'all know me, bro, I don't like putting myself in a box. So I still wanted to be able to hit a three, pass the ball, maybe even finish at the rim. But the thing about it is, if y'all been following the channel, y'all know that I've been making a lot of two-way builds as of late. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been nice actually being able to guard somebody and not have to worry about getting 40 put on my head. And y'all already know, nothing beats being able to affect both ends of the floor. But when it comes to smaller guard builds, it's really tough to be elite on both ends. And there's a difference between good and elite. I'm talking about elite. And that's where this build got complicated because I had to decide like, yo, do I just want to be a good mid-range shooter, a good three-point shooter, and a good defender? Or do I want to go back to my old ways and go offense heavy and basically rely on my offense to be my defense? And I'm going to just let y'all know up front, if you're looking for a two-way build, this ain't going to be it. This is another offensive juggernaut type of build, but I'm going to get into the builder and show y'all what I got going on. Then of course I'm going to give y'all all the SIGs, the jump shot, and some gameplay. So we're gonna go with a 6'4" point guard, 189 on the weight, and a 6'6" wingspan. Now on most of my guard builds, I've been rocking out with the 85 driving layup, but on this one, like I said, we're trying to be elite, so I'm gonna go with the 91. And although 85 is solid, when you got that 91 driving layup, it's just a totally different beast. And when you got badges like Hall of Fame float game, goal slithery, Hall of Fame acrobat working in your favor, it just gives you a completely different type of confidence when you're attacking the rim. And once the physicals are added, this build also gets silver fearless finisher. So that's another huge asset for finishing at the rim. But this build is also going to have some post game to it. And that's something that I've been wanting to do on a small guard for a while now. And it kind of gives the build some Kyrie, Jamal Murray, Jalen Brunson type of vibes. And even though I don't plan on going to the post that often on this build, it's still nice to have that element to my game and in my back pocket. And we are going with the 98 midi on this build because like I said, we talking about elite scoring right here. And you pair that with the post control and now you got gold post fade phenom on top of a ton of Hall of Fame shooting badges. And that 98 midi is going to allow you to be super creative in the mid-range, you know, when you're talking about spin shots, step backs, or even just pulling up off a screen. Somebody's always going to have to step up or help because if not, you might as well count it. Now, like I said earlier, the three ball isn't going to be a main source of offense on this build, but you still want to be able to knock it down. And if you saw the 6'5" point guard that I dropped a couple of weeks ago, I went with an 83 ball on that build just to see how it would do. And I was able to shoot very consistently with this. So because I don't really care for Silver Agent 3 or you know, Bronze Limitless or nothing like that, I'm cool rocking out with the 80 just to save some extra points. Now for the playmaking on the build, we're gonna rock out with the 91 pass accuracy, and y'all know that gets you gold, needle threader, gold dimer, and all that. But for me and my playstyle, the most important thing is that silver bailout, because ideally with a player like this, I'm gonna be coming off a lot of screens and I'm not perfect, so I might make a wrong read on a hedge defender and think he's not gonna get up in time. Then I go into my pull-up and I have to pass out of it, or even just passing out of a layup when the help defense comes. Because look, with that silver bailout, them bailouts are gonna be right on time and right on point. And when I know that I can confidently bail out, it just gives me more confidence to be more aggressive overall, and that just puts more pressure on the defense. Now for the ball handling on the build, as y'all can see, we're doing something a little different this time around. And normally I'd shoot for like the 92 or 93 just to get that gold speed booster and Hall of Fame ankle breaker and things like that, gold killer combos. But what I realized is that I don't really need those things. I used to do a lot of dribbling and sometimes I still do it, but my game is a bit more refined now and I'm more so doing one or two moves and getting to my spot and rising up. And I'm going with an 89 speed with ball just so I can get the Kobe dribble style, which I've been feeling as of late. And that 89 is also going to get me Hall of Fame triple strike. Now, defensively, we're going to be terrible, but that's the price you got to pay for an offensive juggernaut. This is what it is. But as far as the physicals go, we're going to go with an 85 speed, an 85 excel, and a 63 strength. And not only is that going to get you silver fearless, but it's also going to get you silver physical handles. And that's another thing that I wanted to experiment with on a smaller guard, because I got it on my 6'8s and my 6'9s and all that, but I never really had a smaller guard that had some strength on them. But this is what the build should look like when it's all said and done. And when you go through with it, you're going to get shades of Jalen Brunson, Darius Garland, Trae Young, and the build is going to be called an offense-heavy point. So as y'all can see, I'm currently at 95 overall, but we're going to take the build into the rec with some randoms and see if we can get a dub. So I don't know if dudes be playing this game asleep or what, but off the rip, this right here should be a steal. But I know sometimes the lanes are iffy and you don't want to gamble, so that's cool. But why is this guy wide open? So seeing how that first possession went, I'm already knowing it's going to be a long game. But this dude's doing a bad job of trying to press me full court. So I just beat him with a quick crossover and get right to my mid-range pull-up. Now right here, yes, I should be between my man and the hoop. But bro, you're already there. What are you doing? Why do you just let him get a free dunk? If that's me, I'm walling up and stopping the ball and forcing him to make a pass. But this dude's still trying to press me full court, gets beat again, and I go right into an easy floater. And it's blowing my mind because he does it again here and I get another easy bucket. Like, when is he gonna realize that it's not working, bro? Stop doing that. And that's really the type of IQ you gotta deal with when you out here in a random wreck. But shit, I'm just happy he ain't on my team this game. But they hit me in the corner right here, and I fake like I'm gonna drive towards the rim, and I get right into that step back. You already know that's automatic. Hall of Fame Space Creator 98 midi. If I miss that, I'm ass. But we out on the break right here, and I see big man going down the middle, so I cut out to the wing. And if I was on a higher 3-ball build, I might have shot that. But I hit the man in the corner, he puts it on the floor and gets himself a bucket. Now this right here is insane. It makes no sense. How we got two dudes back there and he still ends up getting a bucket? Who are y'all guarding? First of all, the center's man can't even shoot. But second of all, the center's man wasn't even up the court. So why aren't you protecting the paint? Like, yo, I really cannot understand how people's IQ can be so low. And again, we got dudes falling asleep in the corner and dudes not boxing out. They're trying to run out knowing that the center's clearly mismatched. Like, come on, bro, you gotta box out. And dudes love to get on the bigs talking about, yo, we need a rebound, we need to get the boards and all this bullshit. But they be the same ones trying to run the break and allowing the center to get triple teamed on the boards. Like, bro, it's never gonna work. Now right there, the big man plays drop on that pick and roll, and I'm not even mad at that because that dude been rim running the whole game. So you want to make him prove that he can actually shoot before you guard him. I'm fine with that. But I don't know if that was his thought process or if he just like sitting his ass in the paint. Because as y'all can see right here, he ends up getting hit with 3 in the key. So it's a lot of questionable shit going on with this big man right now. And I'm telling y'all, bro, in the random wreck, the center's really the most important person out there. I promise y'all, bro. If your center's trash, you're not winning the game. And it's really that simple. But we down 3 right here, and I'm gonna come down. Big man sets the pick. And look, that's all I need, bro. As long as my center can set one good screen, I'll take care of the rest. Now right here, I'm just trying to run my man off the 3-point line because look, they have an inside big. So my center should be down there to help on anything that goes to the paint. But for whatever reason, he's completely missing when my man drives. And I don't know if he was trying to reset his 3-second count or if he was trying to help on the backdoor cut or what. But again, it's a lot of questionable shit going on with this big man. I don't know what's going on with him. Now check where the big man is at. He's in the paint. I'm funneling my man to the paint. So boom, he drives and the big man just gets out the way and lets him go and dunk the ball. Bro, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And then we got this dude coming down and going up against a big ass center expecting it to go well. And luckily he gets bailed out.
Oh my God. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I swear to y'all, one thing I'll never understand in 2K is why a dude will be so aggressive attacking the rim knowing he can't hit a free throw. And slashers and inside bigs are the most prone to being fouled. And for whatever reason, they're the ones who never have free throw on their builds. And it's wild to me because it's not even like free throws an expensive attribute. It literally costs nothing to upgrade it. But can anybody tell me what the hell this guy's doing and who he's guarding? And I tried to guard too for as long as I could right there, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna go guard my man, because when you're switching and helping, it seems to go unnoticed. And then when your man ends up scoring on a switch, or when nobody rotates for you, at the end of the game, they look at the box score and they say, oh, his man had all the points. And it's because they have low basketball IQ and are just dumb people in general, but I'm not gonna give them that cop-out. But as y'all can see, it's a tie game, and this dude's still trying to force his way to the rim, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, he got the mismatch and all that, but because his center isn't inside big, the spacing is horrible for him right now. And I've probably said this a million times, bro, but stop bringing bills that cannot shoot into the random rec. All you're doing by bringing a non-shooting build into the random rec is making the game harder for all of your teammates and yourself, because space is probably the most important element to efficient scoring in basketball. And if your build can't help provide space, you're literally a liability out there, because anybody with a brain is just not gonna guard you. They're gonna help off, they're gonna help on the driving lanes, they're gonna play the paint and leave you wide open. And I'm not saying that non-shooting builds can't be good, but you're gonna need the right pieces around you, and you're gonna need the right offensive schemes and things like that. And the chances of that happening with randoms in a rec is slim to none. But as y'all can see, now we up 3, and for whatever reason, I didn't get the inbound right there, and then we go down and he gets blocked on a layup attempt. And big man over here getting yammed on, but the reality is, bro, he's mismatched. Ain't really nothing he can do about that. But some of this shit is definitely his fault. He's not in good position. He's not boxing out. And right here, I see the man in the corner, but I'm trying to wait till the passing lane is clear to get the ball to him. But even though I hit him wide open, he's nervous and ends up getting baited. And we still get an open look here, but unfortunately, he ends up missing it. Now, I already know my build ain't stopping nothing in the paint, so I just show for a little bit, then try to get back to my guy. But instead of boxing out and crashing the boards, our big man's trying to run the break. And right here, this dude's trying to be thirsty and reach on me to get a bump steal. So I just wait for his man to run down the middle, and I hit him for the easy 2. Now right here, this dude gets beat, so Blue Shoes does the right thing and steps over to show. And he may have showed for a little bit too long right there, but regardless, dude in the corner should have done the same thing for the Blue Shoes guy. But that doesn't happen, and they get a wide open 3. Now I'm still being pressed by this guy full court, and I'm beating him every time, but he has help in the paint, so I just fake like I want to drive, then I cut out to the corner and get a wide open 3. Now for whatever reason, this dude right here refuses to guard his man. No one else should be helping on anything going towards the paint except the center. They have an inside big. Our big man can camp the paint, but because he doesn't want to mind his business, they get a wide open 3. But we at the top of the 4th quarter and we down 2, and this dude's still running to the rim, and the big man is no help. And that's why it kind of sucks to come in here without defense on your build, because now you got to rely on help defense, and most of these dudes out here can't even help themselves. But my guy's going to try to force his way to the rim again right here, and I do a better job of staying in front, and the big man was parked down there way too long, so he ends up getting a 3-second call. So we get that stop, but then this dude throws them the ball right back. And yo, for the love of God, can y'all niggas please stop rushing inbounds? You got a whole 5 seconds to get the ball in, bro. Look around the court, see who's open. Let the guard get time to get to a good spot. But he's gonna take this turnaround jumper right here and miss. Now my man ends up getting the board because I'm trying to leak out. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't got no chance of getting the board down there anyway. And at my player's size, it ain't really no point of trying to box out in the paint, like underneath the rim, because I'm probably gonna get thrown. I'm probably gonna get horsed, so it don't even really matter. But we down 2, and he's gonna find the big man for a wide open 3 right here. But unfortunately, he ends up early in it. And in my mind, I'm starting to wonder, like, yo, does this motherfucker have any use out here? It's like I always say, bro, like, yo, you gotta give us something, bro. You can't, you gotta pick a struggle. You can't struggle on offense and defense. Like, you gotta give us something. It's like, cool, we get it. You mismatching the paint and, you know, that's whatever. But can you at least hit an open shot for niggas? I mean, is that too much to ask? But look, we down 4, and right here, I finally get some decent pick and roll spacing. And when I got spacing like that, we leaving there with something. And right here, y'all can see that they're getting desperate. My man's trying to force his way to the rim. Then he's going to end up forcing it down there to the big man just because they know he got a mismatch. So he's gonna catch the ball in the paint right here, but he's gonna be forced to go up with a suspect take because he don't want to get that 3-second call. And it's wild to me that this is actually a close game because this team literally does not have any offense. Their point guard is a rim runner, and their center is an inside big who just camps in the paint the whole game. These motherfuckers should not be scoring at all. But these guys turn the ball over again, and luckily I get back in time to stop the break. So I stop that guy, even stop the big man. And right here's some confusion about who's gonna get who, and they end up getting a wide open 2 out of it. But at this point in the game, bro, I made up my mind. I said, look, if I'm gonna take an L right here, I'm gonna go out shooting. So I'm gonna be aggressive, I'm gonna go to the rim, and I'm gonna take my shots. So I get the layup to go right there, and on the other end, y'all can see they're still trying to force it down there in the paint and go up with some bullshit. And these really the type of dudes that I'm in a 2-point game with right now. You can't make this shit up. And that's the thing about me and 2K, like, I don't really care if I'm out here. Like, yes, of course, we all play to win, but I know I'm not the only nigga who knows what he's doing on this game, so if I come across somebody else who's nice and knows what they're doing and got their shit together, and they end up outplaying me for a game, it is what it is. I'm gonna take that L and I'm gonna be like, alright, cool. I simply got outplayed, and it happens. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna have good games, I'm gonna have bad games. It is what it is. But when I'm out here losing to dudes that you can clearly see have no skill, no IQ, that's the shit that gets annoying. But I always felt like 2K was a game where you can end up losing to anybody on this motherfucker. And that's why I'm mad they patched 24 up like this. Because for the first time, before all the patches, I think 2K24 was a game that actually took some skill. But the community showed their true colors. They complained, they cried, they bitched to Mike Wang to patch the game. And now everybody's a demon, everybody's shooting contested, and now everybody can win again. But we down 1 with 40 seconds left in the game, and I'm like, yo, I'm just hoping they give me the ball. He gets it to me, man. I get him with a 1-2 crossover, get right to my spot, rise up, and I get another bucket. And the truth of the matter is, bro, I could be scoring like that the whole entire game, but I don't want to piss nobody off because everybody wants to touch the ball. And then on top of that, I need spacing to do that. And most of the time, these dudes just be in the way and making the game way harder than it needs to be. But we up 1, and all we gotta do is get a stop right here, and the game should be over. And as I mentioned earlier, this team has no offense, so they throw it down there to the big as a last resort, and our big man actually does a good job of holding them right there, and we get the stop. So now all we gotta do is hit these free throws, but look who they give the ball to shoot the free throws. The motherfucker that went 0 for 2 earlier in the game. But it seemed like he turned a new leaf because he ends up knocking down both of them. And in fact, he ends up greening them. So I don't know if he just had to find his timing or if that's the free points badge doing work, but either way, I'll take it. So now all we gotta do is not give up a 3, and I nearly gave one up right there to my man, but then this guy's wide open in the corner for what reason I don't know. But it just goes to show how low the IQ of some of these dudes in the rec really is, man. But yo, I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay, and as always, I appreciate all the support. Let me know what y'all think about the build in the comments, and if you ain't following me on Twitter, be sure to give me a follow over there at BeLikeDom, and y'all already know what it is, man. Stay up. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.